No niin, täällä ollaan taas. Tämmöiset aamupelit tässä näin, niin kuin joutuu lähteen sukujuhliin. Lauantait on vähän tällaisia. Joskus on aikaa pelata, joskus taas ei. Nyt on se tän aikaa, mutta täytyy vaan aloittaa vähän aikaisemmin. Ei tässä nyt mitään ihmeellistä. Ei muuta kuin pistetään vaan peli tulille. Joo, eli tää tankkerikeikka oli tutoriaali. Ja sitten tämä seuraavassa osassa emme itse asiassa pelaakaan, se oli Snakella, mikä oli silloin joskus aika iso yllätys ihmisille. Terve vaan Kasiret. Onko Kasiretille tämä Metal Gear muuten tuttu millään tasolla? Odottelemaan, että peli muuten käynnistyy. Taitaa olla kakkososa Xboxille. Joo, alun perinhan se ilmestyi nimenomaan Xboxille. Ja ei kun Pleikkarille ilmestyi eka, ja tämä Xbox on periaatteessa niin kuin semmoinen yllärijulkaisu, että niin kuin silloin ei ihan uskottu, että niin kuin pleikkapeliä ruvettaisiin niin kuin siirtämään Xboxille, mutta niin se vaan tapahtui. Tämä Substance on nimenomaan Xboxillakin, itse olen pelannut. Äänet tulee väärästä paikasta. Katsotaan, osaako Windows siirtää. Ei osaa tietenkään siirtää äänilähdettä. Toi ei jostain syystä onnistu toi kajareista niin kuin, näihin niin kuin kuulokkeisiin äänilähteen siirtäminen kesken kaiken. Ja se on Windowsin omaa sähläystä. Mä kans ihmettelen, miksi tässä kestää näin kauan niin kuin käynnistää peli. Tähän ei enää nykykoneille ole hirveän raskas. Kuitenkaan sitten loppujen lopuksi. Muistaakseni tässä kakkosessa ei tapettu paljon ihmisiä, vihollisia, koska ne kaikki nukutettiin jotenkin. Joo, tässä on siis alusta lähtien toi pistooli, joka ampuu niin kuin tainnutustikkoja. Ja sä löydät tutoriaalisikin USB-pistoolin simillisen. Eli siinä annetaan vaihtoehto, että sä voit mennä äänekkäästi ja niin pistää porukkaa hengeltä. Mutta toisaalta tämä on japanilainen peli, niin tässä annetaan niin pasifistiseen pelityyliin niin kaikki mahdollisuudet. Sä voit nukuttaa, hapettaa ne, ottaa kiinni ja hapettaa. Mä en ole opetellut muuten sitä vielä. Tässä on uudelleen opettelu menossa tällä hetkellä. Mutta että joo, se tainnutustikkapistooli oli juttu kanssa. Joo, siinä ei annettu sinne ekassa Metal Gearissa niin hyviä mahdollisuuksia pelata pasifistisesti, niin sitten siellä tuli melkoinen kasa sotilaita pistettyä paaliin, mutta...
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
No niin, varsinainen peli alkaa.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was
Hauska juttu, kun
seized
se
by
voi
an
mennä
armed group.
laatikkoon piiloon ja kulkea se laatikon kanssa
Former members
ympäriinsä.
of the Navy SEAL Special
Joo,
Heavy
mutta
Terrorist
vastustajat, jos
Training
näkee
Squad
laatikon
cell.
liikkuvan, niin ne tulee
Russian
tosi
private army members may also be
epäileviksi.
involved. It's a highly trained group and they have the big shell under complete control.
Hideo Kojima on ohjannut tänne. Tässä on kaikkea outoa. Emme oltukaan helikopterissa, vaan uidaan ton Big Shell. Residentti on kaapattu. Tää on panttivankille.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion? What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the Big Shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the Big Shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history. You have two mission objectives. One, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And two, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary.
Helppo homma.
You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Se SEAL Team 6.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant's struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the Big Shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Hyvä
Just a
kysymys.
precaution. You are now designated Raiden. This will be your first sneaking mission. The arms will naturally have to be procured on site. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85.
Onneksi tota ei tarvitse
When you
muistaa.
want to use the codec, push the codec button.
Ja taas rikotaan
When we
neljättä
need to
seinää.
reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the codec button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the Big Shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood
Smart
loss,
skin.
is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Ötökö? Alkakoon luuttaaminen, koska täällä mitään kivaa. Ei. Ei. Tästä ei pääse.
You've acquired some ration. Good. This is a portable field food source that can be consumed to recover life. Select the ration in your window and push the Enter button. You can use it on the spot and regain some life. If you have it selected, you can automatically consume the ration the moment your life runs out and avoid death. Rations not only provide
Tehokkaita ruokia.
nutrition, they also stimulate the immune system and lessen psychological stress.
Not exactly gourmet though, is it?
Stop complaining, Raiden.
Raideni valittaa. Täällä ei oo muuta. Joo, ei ollut mitään jännää. Aha. Jätkä osaa tehdä ninjatemppuja. Tossa noin. Noin. Katsotaan nyt toi toinenkin sivu, jos täällä olisi jotain kivaa. Aha, taas kerran mulla ei ole asetta. Foxhound on niin köyhä, niin sillä ei varaa antaa asetta. Niin. Okay.
Raiden, that door is watertight. Turn the handle to open the door. Face the door and press down on the action button
Taas
and
menee
the handle
neljässä
will
enää rikki.
turn. Punch the action button repeatedly if you need to turn it faster.
Okay. Action button on. Oho. Mikähän tuolle tapahtui? Kaatuko se vai?
I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gerlukovich man.
Gerlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
No. suuntaan. Tähän suuntaan voi mennä. Tämä on vielä vähän hankalaa. Vielä haen niinku kontrolleja, koska täällä on ihan alkuperäinen ohjain kuitenkin. Tarkistin tuossa ton SEAL Team 10, niin se on ihan oikea yksikkö Lähi-idässä. Jaha! Tuossa toi tyyppi on. Näyttää hyvin tutulta.
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd. Node.
Oh,
Use the node to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
then what?
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar?
A radar system. Uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high. Should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
How do I gain access?
Just push the action button in front of the node. The nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
Raiden, you won't be able to use any of the enemy's equipment.
Why not?
You should know that all active weapons are equipped with a personal identification system. The owner enters their required user ID information during the weapon registration or at the start of a mission. If anyone other than the registered user tries to fire the weapon, the ID system will not authorize the action.
But these are black market Russian weapons. How can they be equipped with identification functionality?
They must have been customized by the terrorists themselves. These are professionals we're dealing with, and they certainly won't let their own equipment be used against them.
I'm guessing it's the same for the Navy SEALs gear?
Right.
How am I supposed to procure weapons then?
Find the ones that haven't yet been individualized. Everything you find in the item box is clean. You should know this from your VR training.
Okay, I know those.
Items in the item box are yours to use at will. They will be your supply source with regards to weaponry and gear. Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now?
Let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful. The Big Shell's layout map should now be available after touching the pause button.
How do I save the mission data?
I've set aside a proprietary frequency for saves, and an analyst to work on the data too.
Jack, is everything all right?
What are you doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
Raiden, meet the mission analyst. She'll be overseeing the data saving and support.
Why her?
The Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in an accident. Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
An accident?
And according to the files, she knows you better than anybody else.
Rose may be in the service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never been a part of a field mission. This is insane.
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail to see...
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
I was trained to fight. My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all the help you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Rose.
You need someone to watch your back. But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried about Jack. But that means, Colonel, that I am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field personnel for me to track. His safety comes first to me, not the mission. And because of that, I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Of course.
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The proprietary save frequency is 140.96. I just switched frequencies. Jack,
What?
do you know what day it is tomorrow?
April 30th. Is there something special about it?
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh well, I'll keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack. Take care.
Oh. No niin. Nyt se on takana. Unexpected error encountered. Direct sound buffer play. Eli nyt meillä on mikrofoni, mutta pelin ääniä. Ei hyvää päivää. Joo, mä en USB-ongelmaa on vielä pystynyt troubleshoottaamaan. Tuntuu siltä, että niinku mä en tiedä minkä takia toi aloitetaan taas tää peli nyt ja troubleshootataan sitten tää ääniongelma. Se on ilmeisesti jotenkin OPSiin liittyvä juttu, että se ei... Se nyt mikrofonin pystyy nauhoittamaan, mutta ei taas niin kuin ääntä. DSR buffer lost. Käynnistetään toi peli vaan uudestaan. Tää todennäköisesti korjaa ton ongelman. Eli tosiaan niin kun, ihan niin kuin se ei haluaisi kahdesta lähteestä nauhoittaa niin kun ääntä samaan aikaan. Tai jotain muuta jännää tapahtuu. Valitettavasti Windows on vähän aina tämmönen hassu näissä äänijutuissa. Yksi mitä voisi tehdä on, jos mä pistän ton mun mikrofonin äänityksen monoksi. Down mix to mono. Noin. Niin tää saattaisi nyt niin kuin vähän ehkä auttaa jossain tilanteessa. Sitten houkutellaan peli käynnistymään. Ja toivotaan, että se oli tallentanut. Ääni on mulla ainakin nyt. Ja näköjään teilläkin. Joo, toi tekee tota joskus. Skipataan tää alkuva. Se on ärsyttävää, mutta kun se on kerran crashännyt, se ei todennäköisesti crashaa toista kertaa. Ehkä. Mut katsotaan, jos toi auttaa toi, että tuon monona toi. Ääni sitten, niin Versti ei nyt ainakaan soitellut mulle mitään. Täytyy tähän koosteeseen leikellä sitten tää vähän siistimäksi, mutta päässyt siihen asti, että pääsis tallentamaan. Noin. Nyt meni nopeasti. Sentään pystyisi kippaamaan mukavasti eteenpäin.
Raiden, you...
Ja mä joudun vaan nämä tiedot syöttämään uudestaan. Tuo ääni niin kun ongelma olisi ihan kiva ratkaista jossain vaiheessa. Tällä hetkellä se on semmoinen mysteeridiagnoosi, että miksi se oikeasti tekee. Niin. Kohta tuli se uusi tää niin kun headsettikin, niin se on vain jostain syystä niin kuin USB-laitteisiin niin liittyvä juttu. Ja sitten nää herää. Noniin, päästään takaisin peliin.
Raiden, the enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
Be careful, Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
Jos mä vaan lyön ne matalaksi. Väärä nappi.
Enemy sighted. Requesting backup unit.
Okei, nää ei saanut. Ei saanut lisävoimia tänne, mikä on ihan kiva juttu tietysti.
Return to your positions. Tighten security. Stay on the lookout.
Ja ehkä huono piilopaikka.
I'm under enemy fire. Secure the perimeter.
Stay on the lookout.
Tosi huono paikka. Yksi hissi tuli. No niin, hyvät sähläykset heti alkuun.
The terrorists call themselves Sons
Tämmönen
of
kaveri.
Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
Ahaa, hetkinen.
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after
Aha.
he blew it sky high.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
Tosin se mitä me nähtiin niin kun kertoo eri tarinaa.
Colonel, I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the president?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly. And you're on the roof of strut A, shell 1 at the moment. First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
What's up, Jack? Jack, do you remember what day tomorrow is?
That again. I'm sorry, but I still don't have a clue.
That's okay.
What is it, Rose? Talk to me.
I'd rather you figure it out. It's important.
How important?
Important enough And we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Why not now?
Tomorrow seems more appropriate. I need all the help I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
Is that the reason you decided to be part of this mission? Okay, I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow no matter what.
You know I'll do everything I can to help you.
Rose, there's something I need you to do as an analyst.
What is it?
It has to do with Solid Snake. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the Shadow Moses incident.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yes. Should be a burial record somewhere, too. You should be able to request top-level security clearance from the Colonel. That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
Raiden, you can climb onto anything up to about waist high with the action button. It should come in useful.